everyone. I know many of you have questions on community solar, how it works, how it's different than an energy supply company, and how the state is involved. So what's going on is the state has set aside a community solar program that they've named the SMART program. And for more information, you can actually look up on your utility website, whether it be Eversource right here, or National Grid, which we can email you links to these websites if you ever need them. And here's an example of where it's listed on National Grid's website. We can always email this to you if you ever need it. Um, Many of you right now are with what's called an energy supply company, or ESCO. Some of you have had good experience with it. Some of you have had bad experiences with it. And what an energy supply company does is they work in deregulated states to provide options on the cost of electricity. So what goes on is a utility, whether it be Eversource or National Grid, all they do is transport electricity to your home or your business through power lines. No different than how UPS or FedEx delivers you packages. They don't own the contents within that package. You might purchase it from a different store, on Amazon, wherever it may be. UPS and FedEx just make money on delivering the package to your doorstep. That's the same thing that a utility company like Eversource or National Grid does. They just make money on delivering electricity to your home. They are actually legally prevented from buying that electricity and selling it at a profit. So whatever they get it at, they give it to you at the same rate. So in a deregulated state like Massachusetts, you can actually choose your own energy supplier. You can say, hey, Eversource, hey, National Grid, I want you to go get power from me from XYZ company, whether that's Constellation, Direct Energy. There's over 100 ESCOs or energy supply companies out there. Some of these energy supply companies own power plants, and from there they purchase the power, or they own the power plant, and then they resell it to you, the individual, and they transport it through your local utility company. So that's how an energy supply company works, and that's been around for around 20 years. Many people stay with utilities. Some people get their own special rates. But when you get your special rates, it's just on the supply portion of the bill. Everyone's energy bill, whether you're with National Grid or Eversource, actually is made up of two parts. It's made up of the supply and the delivery. And what's going on is energy supply companies can only affect the supply price. They cannot change the price for delivery. So that brings us to the question, how is community solar different? Community solar is just unused land that's been subsidized by the government for solar farm developers. Rather than putting solar on your roof and paying for that expense, what companies like ours do is we work with solar farms, and we build them, and in exchange for getting that subsidy and that grant from the government, we're required to give a 10% discount on your electricity bill, whether you're a home, a residence, or you're a business. That's what we have to do, and legally to fulfill our agreement and get our grants from the government. So what this means is what we do is we actually go in and we pay off your electricity bill in its entirety. So that's both the supply, the delivery, and the taxes and fees associated with it, because the taxes and fees are based on the supply price as well as the delivery price. Then what we do is we then charge you at 90%, thus leaving the 10% as savings for you. So if you're with a supply company like an ESCO, for example, Constellation, Direct Energy, there's many of them out there, we are not a competitor of them. We do not bump them off. In fact, ESCOs and utility companies love us because we're giving them guaranteed money. We're paying off your electricity bill in full, and then we're just billing you at 90%. So if you're already with an ESCO, it does not inhibit you or prohibit you from signing up for a community solar farm. And the thing you need to understand about solar farms, we can only take on so many customers, and the state actually has caps put in. So a large company like Walmart couldn't sign up and then use all the electricity from that farm, which would prevent the average Joe or average small or medium business owner from getting the discount as well. So only so much of that electricity can be used for a business or a home, and there's limits on that. That way, everyone has equal access to this discount. And when we say everyone, the average solar farm only allows maybe, 100 to 1,000 customers depending on the size of it. So these things fill up over time. And due to that, there's always a sense of urgency to sign up right away, because what the offer is today could change tomorrow. We may have 5 spots today, but there may not be 5 spots left tomorrow. So if you do get the opportunity to sign up for a solar farm, you can verify this information by going on Eversource's website, National Grid's website, or actually the state has a website as well. They actually have a whole little pamphlet on their website, but this is the Massachusetts.gov website talking about community solar. Um, and what's going on is there's many different solar companies, and companies like ours work with all of them. We work to get as many companies or personal residences enrolled as possible. This is benefiting your community both from the green aspect, and it saves you money. So the benefit is twofold, and it's meant for the smaller medium business owner or your average residence, whether you're renting an apartment or a house, or you own an apartment and a house but you don't have the money or you don't want to put solar on your roof, which is completely reasonable. This is a better opportunity. And the third benefit is you're not dependent upon foreign energy, meaning energy coming from outside the state or outside somewhere else. It's homegrown right here in your state, in your utility, in your community. So that is the overall benefit of community solar, and that is how it works.